The world of dogfighting is a dark and cruel one. It exists in the shadows, hidden from public view. Behind closed doors, innocent animals are forced to fight. They fight for their lives. They fight for the entertainment of cruel spectators. This barbaric practice leaves dogs physically and emotionally scarred. They often suffer horrific injuries. Many don't survive the brutal encounters. The ones that do live with the trauma, they are forever changed. This is not a game. It's a gruesome business. It profits from the suffering of living creatures. It's time to expose this darkness and fight for the voiceless victims. Shine a light on the individuals who perpetuate this cruelty. Only then can we hope to end the cycle of suffering. Kwami Winston's life is a study in contrasts. Born into privilege, he enjoyed a life of comfort and opportunity. However, Winston's path took a dark turn as he became a prominent figure in the world of dog breeding. Winston developed a keen interest in American Bulldogs. He became a respected breeder. His kennel, situated on his sprawling estate, housed dozens of these powerful animals.
My love for American Bulldogs is pure. My breeding program is strictly for show dogs, not fighters.
But whispers followed Winston. Rumors of his involvement in the underground dogfighting circuit began to surface. Accusations were made linking him to a network of breeders and handlers involved in this illegal blood sport. Winston vehemently denied these claims. He maintained that his love for the breed was pure. He insisted his breeding program was strictly for show dogs, not fighters. But the allegations persisted, casting a long shadow over his reputation. Kwami Winston founded the Organization for the Registry of Kennel Clubs, or O.R.K.C. This organization quickly became a subject of controversy within the dog breeding world. Unlike established kennel clubs with strict breeding standards and ethical guidelines, the O.R.K.C. operated under a veil of secrecy. Critics accused the O.R.K.C. of being a front for dogfighting operations. They argued that the registry's lax regulations and lack of transparency allowed unscrupulous breeders to register fighting dogs with ease.
The O.R.K.C. provides a valuable service to breeders who feel marginalized by traditional kennel clubs. We are committed to responsible breeding practices.
Winston defended his organization. He claimed the O.R.K.C. provided a valuable service to breeders who felt marginalized by traditional kennel clubs. He insisted on the organization's commitment to responsible breeding practices. However, the damage was done. The O.R.K.C. became synonymous with the dark underbelly of dogfighting. This association further fueled suspicions about Winston's true motives. In 2005, Kwami Winston's world came crashing down. Law enforcement raided his property, uncovering a gruesome scene. Dogfighting paraphernalia, veterinary supplies used to treat injuries, and malnourished dogs bearing the marks of battle were discovered. Winston was arrested and charged with multiple counts of animal cruelty and illegal dogfighting. The evidence seemed overwhelming. Prosecutors built a strong case, portraying Winston as a kingpin in a vast dogfighting network.
We found extensive evidence linking Winston to dogfighting. The scene was horrifying.
Winston maintained his innocence throughout the trial. His lawyers argued that the evidence was circumstantial. They claimed Winston was unaware of the illegal activities taking place on his property. The jury ultimately found Winston not guilty on all charges. The verdict sent shockwaves through the animal welfare community. Many saw it as a miscarriage of justice, a testament to the difficulty of prosecuting animal cruelty cases. Section 5, Michael Medina, a heart of darkness behind a savior's mask.
I presented myself as an animal lover.
He ran a supposed rescue organization dedicated to saving stray and abandoned dogs.
People hailed him as a hero. They admired his compassion for giving unwanted animals a second chance.
However, Medina's true nature was far more sinister. Behind the facade of compassion lurked a cold-hearted criminal.
I wasn't rescuing dogs, I was collecting them. These innocent animals were destined for a horrific fate.
Medina supplied dogs to underground dogfighting rings. He used the guise of a rescue operation to obtain a steady stream of victims.
These unsuspecting dogs, often stolen pets or strays, were nothing more than commodities to him.
Medina's operation thrived on deception. He preyed on people's good intentions, exploiting their love for animals to fuel his cruel enterprise. Section 6, the shadowy network Medina, Winston and McCool. The world of dogfighting is built on secrecy and connections.
While I walked free, whispers connected me to another notorious figure in the dogfighting underworld, Scott Sam McCool.
McCool, a known dogfighter with a history of violence, operated a vast network of breeders, trainers and handlers.
I served as the bridge between Winston and McCool. I supplied McCool's operation with a steady flow of dogs, often funneled through Winston's vast property.
This arrangement allowed both Winston and McCool to maintain a degree of separation from the gruesome realities of the fighting pits. This network operated in the shadows using coded language burner phones and clandestine meetings to avoid detection. Profits from illegal gambling and dog sales funded their lavish lifestyles and fueled their insatiable thirst for power and control. Section 7. Medina's ongoing reign, pulling strings from the shadows. Despite mounting evidence against him, Michael Medina remained a slippery target for law enforcement.
I continued to operate my sham rescue organization, using it as a front to procure dogs for fighting rings.
Medina's network extended far and wide, reaching into shelters, animal control facilities, and even unsuspecting neighborhoods. He relied on a network of informants, corrupt officials, and desperate individuals willing to turn a blind eye to his cruelty for a quick profit.
My ability to evade justice fueled my sense of invincibility.
He operated with impunity, his grip on the dogfighting underworld tightening with each passing day. His continued freedom represented a chilling reality. The fight to end dogfighting was far from over. Section 8. The fight continues, a never-ending cycle of cruelty. Dogfighting is a brutal crime that continues to plague communities across the globe. Despite increased awareness and stricter laws, this barbaric practice persists, driven by greed, power, and a callous disregard for animal welfare. The dogs caught in this web of cruelty suffer unimaginable horrors. They are subjected to brutal training regimes, confined to cramped and filthy conditions, and forced to fight to the death for the entertainment of their captors. The physical and emotional scars inflicted on these animals run deep. Many dogs rescued from fighting rings exhibit signs of severe trauma, including fear, anxiety, and aggression. The lucky ones find refuge in loving homes where they can begin the long and arduous journey of healing. Section 9. A call for action, breaking the chains of dogfighting. The fight to end dogfighting demands a multifaceted approach. Law enforcement agencies need the resources and training to effectively investigate and prosecute these crimes. Stronger penalties are needed to deter individuals from engaging in this cruel practice. Public awareness is crucial. It is vital to educate people about the horrors of dogfighting and encourage them to report any suspicious activity. By working together, we can create a world where animals are treated with the compassion and respect they deserve. Every voice raised against dogfighting is a step towards justice. Together, we can break the chains of cruelty and create a brighter future for these innocent animals. It is our duty to be their voice, their protectors, and their champions.